Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem HaKadosh, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akim and Akhwa, faithfully following this word, pursuing this truth, rehearsing the righteous acts, and providing a good example to those coming new, who are new into the truth. I just wanted to correct myself on something I said. It was kind of the right, but it was kind of wrong. Which was, so I said that the temples are spiritual temples, and that is correct pursuant to Genesis chapter 10. Let me see. Let me just check my notes. Might need to check on chat, but well, it says in Acts actually, howbeit that the Spirit of God dwells in temples not made of hands. So we already know that the Spirit of God was, the Spirit of God dwells not in temples made of hands. Now, the Lord had set these temples up, like the tabernacle and the temple of David, as a representation of the true divine spiritual temple that is in the heavens. So I'm trying to get some precepts to back this up. Give me a sec. Let's go with Hebrews 10 and 1 and Hebrews 8 and 1. See if we can get anything. I'm just going through precepts that I just was looking at recently. So we'll jump in. The book of Hebrews 8 and 1. Spoken, this is the Son. We have such a high priest who's sat on the right hand of the throne. So Yahushua is doing his priestly duties in the heavens right now, and he's doing the same things that we will do. So it says in the Lord's Prayer in Matthew chapter 6 that on earth as it is in heaven. So really, as the idea is the reunification, not only the reunification of man with Yahweh through Yahushua, but also the reunification of the priesthood. The priesthood is going to be a heavenly priesthood, that is mirrored on earth, but like a perfected priesthood. Let's read. A minister of sanctuary and of the true tabernacle. The true tabernacle is a spiritual tabernacle which the Lord pitched, and not man. For every high priest is ordained to offer gifts and sacrifice, wherefore it is of necessity that this man somewhat also have to offer. For if he were on earth, he should not be a priest, seeing that there are priests that offer gifts according to law. So we can see let me see. 1556. That's in Hebrews 10. Yeah, so we can see in the Ecclesiastes 3 and 21 that the throne is not set on earth. Let's go to that. Three and 21. The spirit of beast goes downwards. So Ecclesiastes 3 and 21 just shows that animal sacrifices won't do, because the animal cannot continue to exist in the heavenly realm, As Yahushua, he's the sacrificial lamb. He cleansed himself with his own blood to become a Levitical priest that is able to continually intercede for us on the throne. And I'm trying to find those precepts that show that. So just we get there. We'll get there. Ecclesiastes 3:21. Let's get 10:5. Hebrews 10:5. Wherefore, when he cometh into the world, he says, "Sacrifice and offering thou wouldst not, but a body thou hast prepared me." So we know that Yahweh Shai has been prepared. He knew himself that he was prepared as a sacrifice, because he said there was no, there wasn't an animal prepared. There wasn't an animal or an offering prepared, but he just prepared his own body. So he was the one who's fit, and as it says in Hebrews 10:1, for the law having a shadow. Let's go. Let's give that. Find. That's not what I'm looking for. Let's do a finding. Actually, we do find temples not made of hands. Didn't make temple right. There's something in Acts that says, yeah, okay. So Acts 17:24, God that made the world and all the things therein, seeing that he is Lord of heaven and dwelleth not in temples made with hands. So all the temples that the Lord, and as I said before, made with have been spiritual temples, but that's not to say that the temples that are on earth are null and void, but they've only been a shadow, an image of the temples that are in the heavens. And so, knowing this, we rehearse the righteous acts, and we're really, what we're doing is we're ushering in this new priesthood on earth that will be perfected to mirror, as it says in Matthew chapter 6, I think, where it says, the Lord's Prayer says, like in the come thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So we're trying to get that mirroring of the perfection that is in the heavenly realm with the earth. That's kind of just the clarification I wanted to bring, and I feel like I haven't clarified it. I probably made it more confusing, but the idea really being that the sacrifices, and it's mirrored in Hebrews 8, the sacrifices that they've done in the past have only been a shadow of the sacrifices that are they've been imperfect, let's see, Hebrews 8:5, who serve unto the example and shadow of heavenly things. So the sacrifices and the priesthood that is on earth has only been a shadow. We've only been a mirror image, somewhat pleasing to Yahweh through the fact that it was somewhat like the image of the true temple, as pursuant to Hebrews 10:1. The true temple that is in the heavens, which is why Moses was instructed, I think, in Exodus 3:22. No, got it wrong. Hold on. It was in Exodus. Somewhere in Exodus, he was instructed that to keep when he's been instructed to create the temple, he's instructed to make it just the same as the heaven on earth. Anyway, I'm going to shut off here. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Mahakadash, Shalom.